Over the past couple weeks, oh, I dropped something. I have really learned the importance of perception. How you choose to perceive things will completely change your outlook on the world. So if you choose to perceive things negatively, you'll view things more negatively. And life will be less fun. If you choose to view things more positively, then you'll see things more positively. Wild concept, I know. But the one question that has helped me make the switch from more negative perceptions to more positive perceptions is, does this belief serve me? And I'll give you an example to really drive this point home. So I would say I lean to be a bit more of a pessimistic person, right? Like optimism doesn't come as easily to me as it does to other people. And so I tend to see things negatively. And the one example that I want to give you is in my workplace. There's this manager. I'm not going to name names, but there's this manager who other people I've heard has called useless. Like the things that this guy does, it doesn't really drive a lot of value. And so because I was around these people, I too also thought this person was useless. And so whenever this person would try to come to talk to me and make small talk with me, I would perceive him very negatively. I would be like, why are you talking to me? Bro, I'm just trying to do my work. Please stop talking to me. There's like no benefit I can gain from like talking to you because I don't think you actually know what's going on most of the time. So like it's more beneficial for me to go talk to somebody else who actually does know what's going on. Anyways, it wasn't until I read the book, this book. It's mirrored, but it's called Radical Candor. Here, I'll change the camera so you can see it. Ignore that. Radical Candor. It's about leadership by Kim Scott. That I realized that it takes a certain level of strength to start small talk in the workplace. Because I don't know how it is in other cultures. In the West, I'm from Canada, US, I assume it's the same. People don't really like to mix their work and personal lives. Like two Venn diagrams, right? They kind of like to do this and not this. And so people don't really like talking about their personal life. The majority of people that I've interacted with, at least in my experience. And so it takes a certain level of strength to ask somebody about their day, to ask somebody about their trip, to ask someone about their family or their kids, or, make small talk with regards to that, because it means you have to care. And even if you don't care, doing that shows that you care. Do you know what I mean? So it takes a certain level of strength to do that. And the reason I didn't realize this before is because I didn't know, because I've never done it. And after I read this book, one of the things in this book talks about in terms of leadership is just caring about people, and asking people questions about their lives is one of the ways you do that. And when I started doing it, I was like, man, this is hard. Like it's not easy, because your energy is already spent doing work. And now you have to also spend energy caring about people and coming up with questions to ask people to start conversations, blah, 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 blah. TLDR, what he was doing, I didn't give him enough credit for, I think. And so in a meeting, I remember this so clearly, but we were on a Zoom call. It was me, him, and like two other guys. And he did the thing again where he like asked, it was about like the weather or where people were currently living or something like that. And instead of choosing to perceive it negatively and thinking to myself, this is a stupid question to ask, come on, like let's just talk about work, like let's just get through the meeting, I decided to view it more positively and say, oh, I really respect his ability to ask this question, because I know it's not easy, for me at least. I don't find it easy because I haven't done it that much. And so I respect it. And I also answered the question. I participated. And that just changed how I viewed him. And it felt like, like a stack of weights at like the weight room or something. It felt like I like took a weight off. It just made everything feel lighter. It's like, oh, I don't have to worry about that anymore. because I think negative things are kind of heavy. Like you kind of stack and they're kind of heavy. I'm getting further away from the point, which is, does this belief serve me? And so ever since that instance, I've asked this question every time I come across something like this. It's like, okay, I'm perceiving this negatively. Does this belief serve me? And if we were to replay that interaction and shortcut the learnings so that you can try this in your life and see if it benefits you, is in the beginning, when I heard all this stuff about this guy from other people, something that would have been helpful for me to ask myself is, does this belief serve me? Does assuming negative intentions about this person, assuming negative things about this person, serve me? And the answer to that is no. How does believing someone that is quote unquote useless, like don't talk to me, blah, 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 how does that serve me? And I'm like, okay, well, it kind of protects me because it doesn't allow me to connect with him, and it also protects my time because it means that if I'm not talking to him that much about these quote unquote useless things, then I can have more time to do work, right? So that's how it like serves me, right? But I'm like, why don't I just give it a shot? And then I gave it a shot and it was a lot lighter, and I was like, I kind of like this better than the headspace / situation that I was in before. So I take it back. I lied. It did serve me. I understand why it served me. But I like perceiving it more positively instead of more negatively. And that's by trying both ends. So try it. Let me know how it goes. And I'm still trying to apply this to other areas of my life. It's just such an interesting reframe because that question is very logical. Like there are some times when I'm like, okay, I'm going to perceive this negatively, and I'm like, does this serve me? How can it serve me better if I viewed it more positively? And then I'm like, damn, that would serve me better. Viewing it more positively would serve me better. And I'm like, fuck, okay, I'm going to try to view this more positively then, because I'm not used to doing that. And then it's like all these shifts to from more negative to more positive, more negative to more positive. And then over time, I've just noticed that things get a lot lighter. So try it. Let me know if it works for you. I hope you learned something, as always. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.